Hey, Redcasters, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Go Big Red. I think another thing that differentiates Coach Rhule right now, where he's at before he's even coached a game here, and let's compare him to Coach Frost at the exact same moment. Let's try to keep it apples to apples. Let's go to our clip number 7 on the offense.
Johnny, can you play clip number 7?
QB run game. Let's go to this.
Over the years, I've really thought a lot about that. I've probably come a little more full circle on it. I don't know if you can run it. I think if you're running him to get 3 yards and get tackled by 7 people, repetitively, it's probably not the right thing. I think if you can create explosive plays, if situationally on third downs you can convert third and fourth downs, you can score touchdowns in the red zone. The thing with Jeff, the thing with Heinrich, the thing with Chubba, they're all 4-4, 4-5, 4-6 guys. I don't want to rob them of what makes them great. And for Jeff, it might just be dropping back to pass and tucking it and taking off. It might just be those unscripted runs that make him great. But I see the young man from Florida, his name is Casey Richardson. Come to the Colts, and a lot of it based upon his athletic ability. So we're going to try to turn those guys loose. We don't want to be silly with it and have them getting, like I said, just running up the middle and getting 3-4 yards 10 times and getting beat up. But if we can make some plays with them, we will.
Now, the reason I played that right now, I was going to wait and show that a little later, but in respect to the talk of where Frost was at this point and where Rhule is, and why do I have more confidence in Rhule? Think of that first offseason with Frost. He kind of runs off O'Brien. As we all know, Joe Burrow did not come here. and he goes into that offseason so confident with just Jebbia and a brand new freshman QB, Adrian Martinez, as opposed to what Coach Rhule is talking about here with his 3 quarterbacks who have all been playing Division I football now for multiple seasons. 2 of them have been starters at different schools. Purdy has started at Florida State for a game. He started at Nebraska last year, obviously what Jeff Sims brings in. And then what Heinrich brings is that they have 3 guys, Haarberg brings, they have all similar skill sets there.
Pretty similar.
And I think that just that room alone, because going into the season, you can't just have one guy. No. Now, I saw a question here, and it was from Andrew, and it was, I guess, along these lines. Hey there, what do you think of Sims being the starting quarterback? For me, I'm ecstatic with it. I love that style of quarterback. I know there are questions that people are going to have about completion percentages coming from Georgia Tech. Totally fair. He has to prove that. I think Satterfield and Rhule are ecstatic to have him. They love I was just watching some of his highlights today, and highlights are just that, highlights.
They're amazing.
But at Georgia Tech, when you look at the highlights of him, arm strength is not a question.
Nope.
He has an NFL body size-wise.
Oh, yeah.
And I would say that I think he is above average at worst as a runner. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Is he an elite runner? Like we used to say Adrian was an elite runner. I don't know.
Okay,
I don't
from
know
the
enough
highlights
about
that
Sims
I have
yet.
seen, I haven't seen elite. That could change. I just haven't seen. If there's running highlights I've missed, then perhaps. But
it's going to feel like a huge step up from Casey as a runner.
Oh, yeah. No question. He's not quite Adrian, but he's way ahead, I would say, of Casey.